Hey guys, it's Jodie. Welcome back to my channel. Now I just got my hair cut, so if it looks a little bit funky, let's just ignore that happened, okay? Now usually I do a monthly Fairyloot unboxing for the adult and young adult book only boxes. However, last month there was a significant delay in me receiving the box and then I got sick, so I wasn't able to film it. Today is your and my lucky day because we have not one, not two, but 3 boxes to unbox. Now this one might look a little bit different because this is actually the first purchase I made through the website, through the subscription, if that makes sense, like not via the blind monthly box. So I'm so excited to get to this one, but let's start with the March box, shall we? Oh my goodness, let's see. The theme of this month is Starlight Magic, and the book is The Sun and the Starmaker. So let's have a look. Ooh, okay. I don't know how I feel about this. In person it looks rather washed out. I don't know. I'm not loving this. It's not giving me anything. It looks like they ran out of ink halfway through printing. Is that really mean? Oh my gosh. And on the back we have again another like super washed out antler. What's going on? I'm not hugely feeling this cover. This is the spine. I do like the spine. See, that contrast is nice. But this background, I don't know. On camera, it's actually looking a lot better, but in person, it looks like they've ran out of ink. Same with this spine. It's nice, but it's not giving me much. They need to fill out the deer a little bit more and maybe add some more stars to the sky. And I'm really actually quite disappointed in this because I wasn't sure whether I should skip this month, and I didn't skip it because I thought they would do a pretty edition of this book, and the adult book I was quite excited about. So now I'm just slightly bummed. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you think this was a improvement to the original, because yeah, they usually have a recolored version of the original, so that is what it looks like, and I thought that was quite nice. Not a huge fan of this art style either, but now I'm comparing. I do like this design. I'm just wishing it didn't look so washed out in person. I'm looking at my screen to see what you guys can see, and it looks nice there, but for some reason it's just not giving me the saturation that you guys can see through the lens, if that makes any sense. All right, let's have a look at the book. All right, this is cute. This is the sort of vibrant color that I was hoping to get, and it's really showing up quite nice on camera, and that's on the stencil edge. This kind of is a bit of a strange contrast, the edge with the sides, but let's have a look on the inside together. That is quite nice, but again, it's not much going on, not much detail, a little bit washed out again. I don't know. A little bit bummed about this one so far. Okay, all right, this is nice. This is got a lot more detail, kind of like I was hoping to get on this side, and this art design is quite pretty, so I do really like that. I just think printing of this whole book, they could have upped the contrast and the saturation a little bit, and that would have made this so much prettier. Now, I have no idea what this book is about, but I just had a quick read of this card and the blurb at the front here, and it's giving me Beauty and the Beast vibes. So if you want to have a read, you can have it pause there. We have a letter from the author, and oh, it's 2 pages actually, and that I think is a digital signature there. I'm not really feeling this one. I'm missing some saturation in color, and I just wish the contrast is a little bit more. And I don't know if it's just my edition, but it just feels like they ran out of ink, or like just missing the detail that Fairyloot usually has. So a little bit disappointed in this one, to be honest. Our next one is the March adult book, and our theme was Forbidden Bargains, and our book this month is Weavingshaw. Ooh, okay. This is more of a stencil style with a church or a college of some sort. And our spine, oh, it's like one continuous picture, I really, really like this edition. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm much happier now after that first disappointment. And ooh, okay, so it's like a quill with a scroll, and we've actually got some more letters and books on either side. This stencil detail is so beautiful. So here is the full picture, and wow, that is eerie. That is giving me all the vibes. And the colorway change of the original cover, I also love this. I think the original is more like a maroon color, and they've done it in all black, and it really goes well with this sprayed edge. Okay, I am like content now. Let's have a look at the book itself. Ooh, okay, we've got some character art. This is a lot of foiling, and it is very bold. I kind of like it when they use foiling to add details to the book, not when it's just like slapped on like gold bars like that. But I must say the actual drawings themselves, like the artwork, is phenomenal. Immediately coming to mind, this gives me Divine Rival vibes. Do you guys feel that? And now see this accent of gold foiling with the window, that is beautiful. That is how you should foil, everyone. Oh, and at the back we have a I don't know, a wedding, a funeral, or some sad masquerade dance. Everyone's a bit gloomy. I am so intrigued, but this edition really sets the mood for this book. I'm so looking forward to starting this one. This one is actually hand signed by the author, says here. And then on the inside, I think we have another one, but that is just at the bottom here is just the digital signature to go with the letter to the reader here. Oh, that makes this one so special. Okay, this was the reason why I didn't skip March, and I'm so glad I didn't, because this is beautiful. I guess that makes up for the disappointment of the Sun and the Star Maker. And for the first time ever, I have another box to open. So this one just came hot off the press, came yesterday, and it was pouring all day. I got the notification that my box came, and I was so worried that I'll get drenched. But luckily the Fairyloot box is quite sturdy, so it was like damp on the outside, but luckily with the bubble wrap, my book wasn't damaged. So the theme is Dangerous Devotion, and our book is Her Hidden Fire. The original cover was not it. I did not feel it at all. So I'm sure whatever Fairyloot does, it will be a step up. Let's see. Okay, we have a person on our front cover. We have a very pretty lady at the front. I like how they kept the font from the original and how they foiled that. That is beautiful. And her dress, like her corset here. Let's have a look at the spine. Very nice. And our back, so it kind of continues on again, like one cohesive picture. I really like that. And guys, I just saw the sprayed edge. Oh my goodness. I am so speechless. What do I even say to that? It is like a window to another world. That dragon is so cute. And that detail, let me tell you, everything that I was complaining about with the Sun and the Star Maker is blown out of the park. Like, this is the type of detail that I expect. Not like a block of white. Like, what is this, Fairyloot? Where's the shadow? Where's the fur? Ugh. Anyway, okay, let's not talk about that anymore because I'm getting really worked up. This is so stunning. It is going straight on my shelf at the front. This is our full front cover, and this is a colorway change, the original. So yeah, that gives me nothing. I don't even want to pick up the book looking at that, and I would have never thought that it had dragons, to be honest, even though now that I look at it, that might look like a dragon, but it's giving me absolutely nothing there. This Fairyloot edition is a significant improvement, and oh guys, this is so pretty. I really love the colors and the way they did the rays with the foiling. That is a great addition there. And I've got a dragon there again. This is our naked hardback. It's a little bit hard to read the title on this one actually. And our back, so it's kind of like a continuous picture of the cliffs. That is quite pretty. And on the inside we have, ooh, okay, so similar art style as the front cover, but this dragon is actually kind of cute. It's not giving me Scary Time vibes, but a bit more like How to Train Your Dragon vibes. And on the back we have two of our characters, very handsome there, and I like how they did the foiling of the windows here. I'm not sure what's going on with the spiraling thing. It looks like someone dropped a pen on top and just kind of like scribbled over it. So I'm sure it has a significance in the book. Now, oh, we have another hand signed by the author. This is like the neatest signature I've ever seen from an author. They usually just scribble like a large thing up the top. And we also have a author's note with dog paw prints. I don't know, that's so cute, but that is some very neat handwriting. I don't know if it's a font or she actually handwrote this, but that is beautiful. And I love this little paw print here and up there as well. Like, how adorable. This is stunning, like so cohesive. FairyLoot is doing so well having all these hand-signed copies of the book, and it just makes the edition so much more special. I wanted to read the blurb of this book to tell you guys what it's about, but there's so many words that I couldn't even pronounce, so I'm just going to show it to you. You can pause it here and read it on your own, but it appears we have dragons, we have magic, and we have the ruling family where the heir is struggling or unable to draw magic from their dragon, and we have a servant girl who comes in for the rescue with her special hidden talent. So that's probably a really terrible synopsis of this book, but you can read it on the cards there. Now to our March adult. I just realized, have I been saying March this whole time, even for our February books? I think I might have, but you know what I mean. The first two books was Feb, and now we're on to March. Our March theme is As the Stars Foretold, and our book is The Last Starborn Seer. Oh my god, guys. FairyLoot has absolutely outdone themselves with this version. Like, hello, what on earth is this? That is so beautiful. And the way they foiled the title makes it hard to read, but that's it there. Like, look at the detail on this girl on the front. It's giving me major Sailor Moon vibes here. And we've got our spine. I really like that little framing of the spine. And our back. And we've got the sprayed edge here. I reckon they could have definitely done more with this sprayed edge. It's giving me like planets, but not the amount of detail again. Because look at the front, and then you turn here and it's like kind of a bit bland there. But that's okay, because that is the most beautiful front cover I have ever seen. Let's take the dust jacket off. And now this is gorgeous. This purple is giving me everything. And on the other end, we've got, again, purple. So if you don't like purple, you're kind of stuck on this edition. I think the original had a bit more different color on the front, but I don't really mind because there's no way I am not displaying this front. That is absolutely stunning. Oh, okay, the texture of this one feels a little different. It's kind of like a bit more matte looking. We've got our little wand. I'm not sure what they call it in this book. So I do like that, and the clouds are very pretty. Looks like we're gonna have a celestial theme going on here with the stars and the galaxy and the planets. So let's have a look on the inside. Wow. I'm just gonna like be silent for a second, because what on earth? How is this real? Tell me, how is this real? That is just gorgeous and so ethereal. The color palette is my jam. It's kind of like they invested all their resources up here, all the detailing and depth up here, and then like down here it's like, here, have some fake stairs kind of thing. I find that quite funny. Oh, that is so stunning. My goodness. That is giving me like Alaska vibes right now. And there is a phoenix. Phoenix apparently up there. That is stunning. Oh, this is my most favorite cover that I've ever received from Fairyloot. I am obsessed with that. Let's have a look on the inside. Do we have another hand side? We actually do. We have a hand signature, also in purple by the author. So looks like there's a theme here. We also have a letter to the reader. And then we move on to the book and it's got a nice map. We love a map. Wow, that is so beautiful. I'm so glad Fairyloot has redeemed themselves. And as bonus content, we've got the book that I actually ordered myself. So I knew what the book looked like before I ordered. As soon as I saw it, we have a bookmark here on the Fairyloot Instagram page. I was like, I have to have it. Like, I never really cared much for early access or like subscriber privileges, if you want to say it that way, until I saw this book and I was like, nah, there is no way, I have to buy it. And it was rather expensive for extra shipping, but you know what, this is so worth it. And I'm talking about Direbound. Look at her. She is so beautiful. Like, I just want to squish Anissa so much. It's kind of like, looks like my dog Mochi here. This is our spine. And our back is quite plain. It just says, only the worthy survive the bonding trails. Not only is this front cover absolutely stunning, look at the sprayed edges. Are you ready? Come on, tell me that is not giving you everything in the world. That is the amount of detail you expect from a spine. And look how cute they are down the bottom. Oh, I love this edition so freaking much. Got the whole thing together. And oh, I forgot to show the reverse side. The original cover is kind of like a pinky purple with the sword, and I did have a little bit of a chuckle when I saw the hardback with this wolf on the top of this hilt. I don't know why they did that, but I reckon they should have like kind of stuck with it being in the middle, because that looks more natural. This just makes me laugh every time. It looks like the wolf has a giant long neck here. I don't know why I find that so funny. We've got the spine, a mountain on the back here. What really sold me was the edge and the front cover. Inside we have Prince Killian with Merrin in their little glass house. Oh, I just realised I have a rip. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. The front looks okay, so maybe it just got like a bit dinged on somehow, because my front dust jacket is not damaged at all, so it must have been during production when the book was made. So now I've got a little tear there, but that's okay. You can't really tell. You can still see our prince, which if you've read the book, on the back we have our two characters with their wolves. This gives me Greatest Showman vibes when they do the song Rewrite the Stars and they're swinging from the arena. So that is what I think of every time I see it. I love this edition, and luckily, thank goodness, I also really love the book. People describe it like Fourth Wing with wolves, and I can't agree more. It's kind of gives similar vibes. Instead of dragons, you've got dire wolves. Similar vibes, but I really like the pack mentality of the dire wolves, and I can't wait for Furybound to come out, and Fairyloot's already announced their copy of it. I'll put a photo up here for you, and that is just so stunning to match this exact edition, and they'll look so beautiful on my shelf. I've already set an alarm for the time. Their new queuing system, actually, I'm quite fond of, because previously what happens is you can log on, you know, 6 hours beforehand and be on the website and kind of like reserve your spot. So the earlier you linger on the website, the earlier you'll get entered in once the website opens for the sale. But now they've changed it so that everyone is in a like lotto, essentially, like a random number generator. As long as you log on before the time, like let's say 7 p.m, as long as you're on the website before 7 p.m, you have equal chance to draw any random number. So it does not advantage you by being on the website hours beforehand. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's like, if you're going to do the work and spend that time beforehand loitering on the website, then I guess you should be able to purchase your book. But also is unfair in the sense that not everyone is able to do that. So I personally think it's a good change, but we can have a discussion in the comments below. Let me know what you think. I do really appreciate that they moved early access for people who purchased Direbound to the day before now, because 2 hours gap between normal early access and special early access is like no difference at all when we're talking about 6 plus 12 hours queue on that crazy Fairyloot website. For the first time, I have 5 book unboxing in the one video. I'm just gonna like try and turn it around for you. Ta-da! They're just so pretty. This is giving me the ick and I need to shut up because I haven't stopped bagging this book from the beginning. But look at it, like how can you, like this just looks like the cheapo Temu version of like Direbound. Anyway, this is getting rather heavy. I will put it down. I know this was a bit of a longer video, so thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the new Fairyloot queuing system, what book you're currently reading, or which one was your favorite edition from today. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.